Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/capesandlunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Amazing March! Oh boy! Don't feed the trolls. It's fine.
Boy, I wonder what we're doing. I wonder what we're starting today. Oh boy!
It's beginning to look a lot like Man-Thing March. Everywhere you look.
Now you know it's the little ones under her tree. Welcome back to another episode of the Ultimate Spider-Cast. And that's right, it's Will's favorite time of year, Man-Thing March. I am Phil. Joining me as always, it is
Lil Hellfire, y'all.
Master of the Man-Thing itself.
You know, it's just that time of year where things are turning green and beginning to bloom. Wait a minute.
That's right there. Oh, she lives in Florida, man. Man-Thing.
Florida Man-Thing, that is.
And of course. Okay. All right, before we get to the issues, we threw out the challenge last time Lilith was here because remember, kids, last week we had
it was a sausage fest.
The Australian Sausage King here himself. So yes, we threw out the challenge for yes, everyone, all of our friends have sent in Lilith impressions, and of course they didn't disappoint me. Of course they didn't. But no, we got a few entries. Well, of course, Ray did the bare minimum because remember we said we wanted people to do their versions of talking about Meat is So Natural for Lilith. All right, so first of all, Ray did two different versions. So, all right, tell me what you like better. This one?
Talking about meat is so easy for Lilith.
Talking about meat is so easy for Lilith. Or
Talking about meat so natural for Lilith.
I'll go with the original version.
I think so too, yes.
Talking about meat so natural for Lilith.
Pound it, grind it, rip it right off.
Whoa! Make it into links.
You don't want to know how the sausage is made. Just ask the Sausage King himself.
Oh, that's for yes. You know what they say, kid?
Sausage! It's fine having a sausage fest.
Man, you're like Kramer and Newman in the kitchen making that sausage.
Is this your sausage? It's not mine, I swear.
You guys were going to watch a video. Yes, an instructional video on how to make sausage. All right, so.
To be fair, Kramer doesn't even own an oven or a stove, okay?
He does, they just don't work. His couch has no fabric on it. All right, so like I said, the only other entries, we got almost a minute of Justin sending in a few entries here, so don't worry, kids. I already cut most of them up, so we can use them to our own advantage. All right, so here we go. Here's what Justin sent in.
Hello, Phil and Lilith. This is your friend Justin, the Owl Osgood from Tomes of Evil, the comic book podcast, here to give you my impressions of my favorite Lilith sound drops, starting with my absolute favorite. Scream at! Talking about meat is so natural for Lilith. Superior puss. Tap, tap, tapping my way downtown. 67, 68, Lilith, 70,
that's more
71, 72.
Yeah, that's a filler.
And I'm going to throw in a random one for myself at the end here from a little chat that we had recently. I'm a sucker for a guy with a powerful rod. hope you enjoyed. And can't wait to hear
He
everybody.
just wants me to say it. I'm not gonna fall for it.
All right, so I assume you have no problem with us crowning Justin as the Lilith Impression King.
Obviously.
And thank you, Justin. So
You get the Charlie Yes or No stash prize.
we're doing me now.
We're doing me now.
All right, so yes, thank you, Justin, and I cut those up, so we have plenty of drops for you now.
Talking about meat is so natural for Lilith. It's so salty. Scream at!
Oh my!
Superior puss.
I need everybody to send in the Superior Push Drop. That is going to be a thing.
Oh God, fancy Ray, superior puss.
What? I'm only talking about Otto.
I know. Come on, we need more. We need some more of those drops from the other half of the Velvet Drapes, gold paint. Damn it!
Now that craziness is out of the way, shall we?
Yes.
Get into my Man Thing March.
I know you can't. You're craving that man thing. I know, Will. Don't worry, I got you.
Man Thing March. Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right, let's get into this. All
And
right.
it's apropos because it is a giant size issue. Not a giant size Man Thing issue, but a giant size Spider-Man issue.
Not only do we get Spider-Man Man Thing, you also get Lizard Lilith Hellfire.
It is so close because it's Team Up 68, bro. It's so close.
I know. How much would you have lost it if it would have been like?
It would have been perfect.
If Man Thing would have been Marvel Team Up 69. Oh my lord, you would have lost your stuff.
That would have been like literally perfect, but it's fine. It's fine.
All right, kids. So yes, we start Man Thing March with Giant Size Spider-Man number 5 from July 1975. This one's even older than Ray. Hey, well,
Leave that old man alone.
I know I'm about to be his age here. So. Beware the path of the monster. All right.
Yeah.
Writer, friend of the show, Jerry Conway.
Hey-o.
You talk to Jerry Conway.
This is Jerry Conway, and you're
when he was 69.
and Lunatics podcast.
I believe he still is. So yeah.
Well, in case people are listening to this in the future.
In the year 2000.
The 90s was not 10 years ago.
I know. All right, kids. So yes, friend of the show. I don't care who he murdered now. The show. I don't care who you murdered. All right. Yes, Jerry Conway, penciler Ross Andrew, inker Mike Esposito, colorist Petra Goldberg, letterer Artie Simic, and editor Len Wein. And it wasn't on the Marvel Unlimited copy, but I guess they also did a reprint of Amazing Spider-Man 21 in this thing.
See, that's the one thing I don't miss about back in the day. I understand that because it was on the newsstands and stuff, but yeah.
Yeah.
But they still do it to this day, and it annoys me.
Yeah. They reprinted the issue with Spider-Man vs. the Beetle. All right, but beware the.
That's not why we're here.
I know, man thing, I know. Well, beware the path of the monster. While web slinging through the city, Spider-Man realizes that he needs to get away from New York and sort out the state of his life. He happens to see a news report concerning the Man-Thing's activities in Florida.
Wait, no. Think about it, though. I think Man-Thing is the original Florida man because he does live in the Florida Everglades. I think we're on to something.
And decides to try and convince J. Jonah Jameson to send Peter Parker out to Florida to try and get pictures of the monster. Yeah, Jonah, you want some pictures of that Man-Thing, right?
Jonah, it's not natural to talk about meat for JJ. I'm just going to be honest. He is a womanizer.
Talking about meat is so natural for Lilith.
Classy.
Come on, Manscaped.
Exactly. After convincing Jameson, Peter calls his old friend, Dr. Kurt Connors, who agrees to be...
Let me get a ride on your alligator back, bruh.
Please let that be a clean drop. Who agrees to help him out. since he lives in Florida. Next, Peter calls Mary Jane, who's excited that he's called her, but disappointed when he tells her he's leaving town for a few days.
She's like, can I go? I want to go to Florida. I like to party.
I hear the man things run wild down there.
I like to party.
Oh, why? Hey, boys, you looking to party? I like to party.
Hey, boys, you look at the party? I love the party.
She quickly hides this disappointment when her Aunt Anna enters the room.
Boo! Tomato, tomato, tomato. Aunt Anna sucks.
Oh, my.
I hate Aunt Anna. She is the worst.
Meanwhile, in Florida, that Highland scum and villainy, Kurt Connors accidentally knocks over...
It's the Southern headquarters. Thank you very much. Jersey keeps the crown.
I know.
Because all the Jersey and New York people come down here, and that's why it's a mess.
Oh, man, I just saw something the other day. They said there's a retirement community down there that has like 130,000 people or something.
Mm-hmm. And then most of them have an STD of some kind, yep.
Well, they said it's so big, like they have a club there just for women named Elaine, which is my mother-in-law's name. But I'm just saying. He's
like, Danielle.
Oh, please. Oh, please. She has 4 daughters. If I ain't making any decisions on top of it.
Here's a nice brochure. I know it says Shady Pines, but...
We're not going there. We're not going there. The Costanzas are going there.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, Kurt Connors knocks over a beaker containing a chemical mixture, the gas from which causes him to turn into the lizard. Don't you just hate that lizard gas, though? So he just happens to have the chemicals that can transform him sitting there, like it together in a beaker or something.
Look, listen. Connors is a menace as well. We all try to feel sympathy for him, but he's a madman. He's the worst.
I think he's just bad at his job.
Terrible at his job.
It's like cooking meth down there.
Well, it is Florida, to be fair.
He attacks Connor's wife before coming to the swamps.
Wait a minute. His formula isn't the formula for meth, is it? It would explain a lot. Rampaging. Yeah.
No, this isn't that. No, this isn't that stuff luring Brandy Daylo. No.
Burn.
He just knocks her aside, that's all. Once there, the lizard rants about making lizards the dominant life form on the planet. Oh, Lord. So, yes.
Loser alert!
Alright, so we got we have a plan for a lot of lizards. No, not Lilith. Upon seeing the man...
Now, if it was armadillos, I could get behind this, but lizards, I freaking hate the geckos here, okay? They suck.
Upon seeing the man thing, he realizes the creature poses a threat to his plans. Before leaving New York for Florida, Peter pays a visit to Gwen Stacy and apologizes for his behavior following her sudden resurrection, quote unquote. Yes, kids, this is during that original Clone Saga, yes.
Yeah.
Nobody knows it yet, not even Gwen, but she is a clone. So we're like just a months away from the birth of Ben Reilly, kids. No, my, see, lost excited. Meanwhile, in Florida, Edmund...
Couldn't it have just been a life model decoy? Couldn't have!
Where's my FB button? Yeah, in Florida.
You're number one. You're number one.
Edmund Armstead, a down-and-out biochemist who has become bankrupt due to the recent recession. Wow, things just keep coming around. Has come to the swamps in order to commit suicide.
To be fair, I've lived through, like, what is it now? I'm on my third once-in-a-lifetime economic crisis.
No, if it's the same one, they just don't tell you that.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I know.
Before he can do that, he is saved by the man thing. Oh, well, so it's those Lilith on a Saturday night. Hey,
more like I do the saving, but it's fine. It's fine.
Oh, saving and then killing. Those young himbos, man, they come to her house. They come, then they go.
Yada yada yada. I mentioned the bisque. What's your over-under for this episode? Leave it in the comments.
Putty voice. Yeah, that's right. before, saved by the man thing. The bog beast being attracted to his emotions and the arrival of a huge alligator.
I don't know what's going on.
I mean, okay.
I don't know what's going on.
Okay, so kids, for those of you who don't know, the man thing is the anti-Lilith Hellfire. He is attracted to emotions. Okay, well, yeah. Look at you. You can't.
I'm not gonna deny it.
No. Like bring that rod and then get it out of here.
Power of the penis.
Realizing that he's discovered the location of the man thing, Hornstead realizes the money-making potential and leaves the scene via his car. So yes, so in a span of a few minutes, he's gone from suicide to...
We need the money, gimme. I mean, as you do.
Oh yeah. Elsewhere, Spider-Man has finally reached Florida. God help him.
Making my way, flipping my way downtown, walking fast.
Oh God. Hey, look, you don't even have to do that anymore. Why have this happen?
No, but it's flipping for Spider-Man.
I know.
Tapping my way downtown.
You must have got her to do a spit take, Justin.
Giant sized man thing.
Hey-oh.
Now I need the remix on that. Just man thing march. Oh boy.
Oh, Justin is man thing. Oh boy. Elsewhere, yes, but before he can arrive at the Connor's home, he's suddenly attacked by the lizard.
As you do.
However, with Martha Connor's help, Spider-Man is able to gain the upper hand against the creature and bind him with his webbing. Hey-oh.
Talking about a sticky situation.
Oh my. Yeah, don't you hate when you're wrestling with that man thing and you get that webbing, Will? Hey-oh.
I don't do Twinkies or toaster strudels, so.
Whoa, what? I don't know what's going on.
Stay innocent, my friend. Stay innocent.
Somehow she eats them in the wrapper. I don't know how that works.
Safest way, bro. Safest way.
That's true. Practice safe dietary habits, kids. With the lizard incapacitated, they debate on how best to deal with him. Elsewhere in the swamp, Edmund has been tracking the man thing, figuring that if he can somehow capture it, he can make money off the creature. He follows the bog beast as it and various lizards are drawn to the lizard's mental commands for aid. When the various amphibious creatures and the man thing arrive on McConnor's property, Spider-Man mistakenly attacks the man thing. Pulling the old little help.
Wow, the lizards free the lizard. Duh.
That's 3 times fast. When Spider-Man realizes what's really going on, he attacks the lizard with an assist from the man thing. Meanwhile, after Edmund is informed that Connors and the lizard are one and the same, he has the doctor's wife take him to the lab where Edmund uses his scientific knowledge to come up with a cure. Oh God, thank God this out-of-work guy was a chemist, and not, I don't know.
He was pulling a Breaking Bad. You can't fool me.
I am the one who knocks.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Lil, did you watch that show? I mean, he had so much cash, like he just had a storage space. Full of money.
I watched it like 10 years later, but I know I'm kind of bummed I didn't actually watch it when it was airing. But I was like, Tim Watley. I don't know.
Stupid label maker. The label would just fall off.
Label baby. Oh God, the over-under on this one's gonna be off.
Penthouse. Upon arriving in the middle of the battle,
you know what? I do need an adult-only dentist, though. That would be pretty sweet.
Oh wow. Really?
But I am a child, so I need to, when it comes to the dentist, I need that child-friendly sedation stuff. So ain't gonna happen.
Really? If you don't like any children on, I like to let the expletives fly. God.
Bleep those kids.
The one where Kramer got the Novocaine.
Oh yeah.
Oh Lord. Upon arriving in the middle of the Jimmy can jump. Upon arriving in the middle of the battle, Edmund almost drops the cure, but Spider-Man saves it from a spill with his webbing and proceeds to use it on the lizard. Yes. I thought he had to swallow. Oh, shut up. I thought he had to swallow.
No, finish your thought, Philip. He's like, he ain't getting me on tape, damn it.
I thought he had to swallow the cure, but Spider-Man just kind of like hits him with it in the face, you know?
Ooh, he hit him right in the face with that cure.
I know. That's what I thought he always had to drink that thing.
Convenient plot point is convenient. Babes, it's the 70s. Don't worry about it.
I know.
Like, seriously, the 70s, it was fast and loose. Hey-oh. He hit him right in the face with that sack. Not in the face.
There you go, Justin. I need more.
Not in the face.
But Spider-Man and proceeds to use it on the lizard. He transforms back into Kurt Connors.
Boo! Tomato, tomato, tomato. Go home.
So he just transforms from
Eat a Snickers. You're not yourself when you're hungry.
So he transforms from one monster into another. Okay.
Exactly.
With the mental control gone, the various lizards and the Man-Thing return to the swamp. Edmund tells all present that until he met the Man-Thing, he figured his life was over. But now has given things a second thought and is going to give life a second chance. This is you! I was down in the dumps till I met that Man-Thing.
Nah.
Then the sun rose and I told him, get out!
Exactly.
So
I can eat my Egg McMuffin in peace.
This is you. Yeah, the Man-Thing showed up for a short visit and he's out the door. All right, Lilith. Thoughts on Man-Thing, Lilith?
I feel like it wasn't enough Man-Thing in this issue. Obviously, we kind of like barely touched the surface with what's going on with him. So, but still, it's a pretty fun issue. I actually hate Kurt Connors. Like, I really do. I hate him. You know, he's a villain of his own making and all those things.
Well, again, I think we mentioned it before. Unlike Kurt Langstrom, he was like trying to come up with a cure for blind people. Connors was just trying to cure himself and grow an arm back.
Yeah, and it's like, we don't do human experiment. When are the Marvel villains going to learn we don't experiment on ourselves?
You know,
that's literally everybody's problem in the Spider-Man's rogue gallery. Honestly, now that I start thinking about it, with maybe the exception of Rhino, because he's stuck in the suit. He doesn't want to be in the suit.
Well, you got to all right, get ready. Well, if you have to hand it to Kurt Connors, he was trying to resurrect that dead girlfriend. Hey-oh.
Got a hand. Mm-hmm. Get out. Uh-huh. Get out. It's too early in the morning for this, Philip.
What are you saying? I'm not right?
Oh, poor thing. He's just left with his left hand.
Well, I feel you, bro.
I'm a lefty, though, so, you know.
Hey-oh.
Suffer! Suffer! Find no scissors for yourselves. No left-handed mice.
Heard you're ambidextrous. Hey-oh.
I am, actually. You know, as many times as I've broken my left arm, I have to be.
After all the time she's driven in a car and, you know what happens there, kids.
Damn old people. Seriously, grandkids, when I'm 75, please take my license away. I give you permission.
Oh my god. Well, you have to have kids first, though, before you have grandkids.
I told you, I'm skipping that. I'm just adopting grandkids. I told you that before. That's the point.
Little and all our Asian grandchildren. All right. Yeah, all the clone stuff is, like I said, Gwen Stacy's clone, so that's coming up. The newscaster recounts the Man-Thing's attack at the FAA Scheist construction site. That happened in Figure 16. Kurt Connors knows who Peter Parker is because Spider-Man told him about Parker the last time they met. That was in Marvel Team Up 19 and 20.
Do they have the Steve Gerber was here reference? If not, I can tell you.
Well, I think that was the next issue, I thought.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah. And of course, yeah, sliding time scale. Gerald Ford was president at the time.
Peanuts!
That was Carter.
Peanuts!
Was that Jimmy Carter?
Well, he looks like a peanut.
Oh, no.
I mean, rest his soul.
No, like I said in the issue, well, Ford, like the car.
He looks like a peanut. Look, Google it.
All right. Here we go. Edmund remembers the Man-Thing from the news reports of when he was in captivity in New York. That happened in Giant Size Man-Thing number 2.
Damn straight.
I just Head sample. All right, so should we get to the next one?
Yes, let's. This is actually the better story.
Oh yeah, duh.
And I've always felt like Marvel Team Up was a total cash grab, but I've just kind of at this point I've just rolled with it, and it's just a fun way to tell stories. Let it go. It doesn't really affect things,
Yeah, it's not going to affect continuity, or anything. No big changes. All right, kids. The second one today, Marvel Team Up 68.
8. Boo! Tomato.
Can you imagine the party Lilith Hellfire would have had if Man Thing was in Marvel Team Up 69? I mean, confetti, streamers. Come on. It would have been like New Year's Eve over there. All right, so April 1978. Okay, so I am just being born. Okay. And Ray is 2 months old. Suck it.
Suck it, old man.
Same vintage, my ass.
You thought you were safe because this was a Spider-Man podcast? Think again, Ray.
You're not even safe on the Batman podcast, which you're not even listening to. Ray's not gonna. Oh, Ray might hear this.
Ray's not gonna hear this. Don't worry, they'll tell him. The kids will tell him.
I know.
John Byrne.
The Measure of a Man.
Dang, they missed it.
The Measure of a Man thing? Is that what you're talking?
It's right there. They didn't take it.
Hell. All right. Yes, writer Chris Claremont, penciler John Byrne.
Oh God, modern day comics could never tolerate this team up. Let me tell you.
Claremont and Byrne, kids.
Ooh, this is the beginning of comics.
Modern comics, yeah.
Yeah.
Inker Bob Wyshek, colorist Phil Rachelson, letterer Bruce Patterson, and editor Archie Goodwin.
Archie.
That gets their attention every time.
Well, no, like if I was pretentious, I would totally name my son Archibald and call him Archie Kids. I would. I really, truly would.
All right, kids. So this starts with Peter Parker takes Mary Jane out on a date to a local circus.
To the circus. Boo! Tomato, tomato, tomato. I know you're broke, but damn, Peter. The circus.
Elephants. Get it? Get it?
Working for peanuts.
Oh. Yeah. Takes a date to a circus. What a clown. How's he gonna woo her?
Giant sized man thing.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's the new jazz hands.
You're never. You know what? I'm gonna so train you like Pavlov's dog. Anytime you hear Man Thing, now you're gonna go, oh boy.
Oh boy.
Kids, write to her on Facebook. All our friends, just say Man Thing. I don't get the response. Oh boy. The two find that the Man Thing is one of the exhibits on display in the circus. Same exhibit Lilith has at her house. Hey, when Parker tries to use his press credentials to inquire about the bog monster, the owner of the circus kicks him and Mary Jane out. Feeling sorry for the Man Thing, Peter returns as Spider-Man and breaks Man Thing free with the help of the circus security guard, who is a big Spider-Man fan.
He even sings on the song, Spider-Man, Spider-Man.
Oh my. Oh god. With the help of Kurt Connor's pilot, Nina. Kurt Connors has a pilot?
Yeah. I was like, aren't you unemployed still? I told you, he is Walter White.
I know.
He's down there in Florida cooking up the meth for the cartel.
He's cooking meth. He's not reporting it on his taxes. Yeah.
Exactly.
Living large.
Because what do you need a pilot for unless you're doing dead drops? I'm just saying.
Oh my. Spider-Man
Watch Narcos. It's great.
Spider-Man arranges to travel back to Florida to return the Man Thing to his swamp. Along the way, the plane experiences an explosion and crashes. Only the quick thinking of Spider-Man saves them from permanent damage. Leaving Nina and her co-pilot behind to get help, he follows the Man Thing, hoping the revitalized fog monster will bring him to civilization.
Why would he be going to civilization? He hates civilization and civilization hates him. Come on, think, Peter, think.
Yeah, he's getting better. Only just like, yeah, cooking in that swamp. Come on. Instead, Spider-Man finds a strange cabin where Dackham and Jennifer Kale have been tied up because John Byrne just wanted an excuse to draw a tied-up blonde.
You know, John Byrne being John Byrne, baby.
This is really a disguised spire erected, by the demon named Despair.
Haha, get it? Despair.
Yes.
I hate the way they spell that, but whatever.
D''SPAYR.
It's like, what are you, French?
Well, again, it's Claremont. Come on.
Oh, touche. There's so many damn apostrophes in those villain names for X-Men. It's ridiculous.
It's Chris Claremont, Mr. Hey. Why say it in 2 words when you can say it in 6?
The original Bendis.
Oh! No, he didn't drag it out. He just gave you a ton of text. Yes, Despair, who hopes to plunge the universe into a state of deep despair. Well, just had to wait a couple years. When the Man-Thing cannot help but burst into flames due to its fears of despair. Oh, he burned himself.
Burn.
Oh, burn the Man-Thing. Burn. When the Peter tries to fight off the demon, but succumbs to its attacks, which causes him to become a sobbing coward.
Ruh-roh, Shaggy.
I mean, you want to play with someone's angst, man. Who has more angst than Peter Parker?
Seriously though, that boy has a lot of pent up, unresolved anger and sexual tension at this point, if we're being honest. So yeah, I would not tap into that kid's emotions. He has beat his enemies to a bloody pulp on more than one occasion, and this is one of those occasions.
Scream at!
I know. And again, the sexual tension. I mean, look where he was at the beginning of the episode.
It's like, damn it! Just trying to take her on a date, man. Trying to get lucky over here.
trying to hit the jackpot here, Tiger. Come on.
Nice. You could use Danielle's drop for that, a-hole, but that's fine.
Oh! F you too.
Face it, Tigers, you've hit the jackpot.
There you go.
Yes, I know I'm number 1, Phil.
Eventually, Spider-Man gets over his fear and in a fit of rage beats Despair into unconsciousness until he is stopped by Kale and Dackham. The 2 mystics destroy Despair's tower and return to their mystical realm with Despair. With the memories fleeting in his mind, Spider-Man wonders if the whole experience was only a dream or if it really happened.
You know what makes me mad? Man-Thing issues are so hard to find in actual good condition.
True. The Man-Thing is really hard to find.
Here I am trying to have a serious conversation.
Since when?
Since right now.
Yes. I know. I'm sorry, Will.
It's hard to collect. That's all I'm saying.
I know. She can't get her hands on all of them, kid.
Worse than Pokemon, man.
Gotta catch them all. And there are balls. Oh, never mind. Yeah. Spider-Man wonders if the Man-Thing remembers him. Yeah, their last encounter was Giant-Sized Spider-Man 5, which we just did. He also recalls Man-Thing's rampage in Atlanta. That happened in Man-Thing 19 through 22.
Really more like 21 through 22, but you know.
Hey-oh. The main pace for Spider-Man and Man-Thing's chartered flight is Dane Gavin of the New York Ecological History Museum. He examined...
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
He examined the Man-Thing and Giant-Sized Man-Thing number 2.
As you do.
Okay, pay attention. Russell, Noel, pay attention. Okay, on page 10, panel 5, the word Steve Gerber was here is carved into one of the wood planks of the cabin. This is a nod to Steve Gerber, who wrote the majority of the stories in the original Man-Thing series. Giant-Sized Man-Thing. All right.
Oh, boy.
I told you you're trained now.
It's a thing now. It's a thing.
Hey, oh. All right, what did you think of your first taste of Man Thing March, Love Hellfire?
I think Man Thing March, oh boy, is off to a fabulous start. Not that the issues only get better from here. So this is just like dip your toe in and see, see if you like it. But I think Man Thing is a very interesting character, a very sympathetic character. I think his own book was really great, which is why I was saying it's so hard to collect. I had never checked Marvel Limited, but I don't know.
I wonder if did they do a low print run or something, or
they might have. Honestly,
I could see that.
They were constantly canceling that book, so
giant sized Man Thing.
But like if they would have introduced Man Thing like in this modern era, it'd be a hit. He's literally Marvel's Swamp Thing, obviously. But at least he doesn't have annoying Abby.
Oh, I mean,
Abby's what kills it, man.
Didn't they just do one not too long ago? They like a miniseries. Was it R.L. Stine or something? Or I thought they did some kind of Man Thing, something or other.
I do briefly recall that, and it was pretty good. But I want an ongoing. But like they're really trying to slouch away from horror, unfortunately. So
yeah.
Which is the roots of all good comic book writers, like that we know and love. So it's kind of a shame.
It doesn't take like a certain kind of writer to write in, like the main character doesn't speak.
True, it does.
I wonder. Give it to Jed McKay, who we're gonna be talking to.
He's too busy.
I know he's writing every other book in Marvel. I know.
I'm still rooting for the Mary Jane Black Cat actual ongoing. Shh! Don't give them anything else.
Remind me. We got to bring that up.
You know I will.
Hey, what are the chances of that? More Black Cat, more Mary Jane?
Like, how many books do we have to buy? How many do I have to tell my local guy to pre-order? He has 3 stores. It's fine. I'll take one for the team.
Oh my! What's Little Hellfire gonna do for a new Mary Jane Black Cat series? Hell,
I'll spend the savings. It's fine. The dogs just won't have cashmere sweaters for next winter. It'll be fine.
God, Little Hellfire, you're a young, attractive woman. You don't need to spend money.
Yes, I do. That's what it's there for.
What, you don't want to sleep with a comic book guy? All right. So should we get to new issues?
Okay.
All right, kids. I know Lilith is not touching it. Hey-oh, but yeah, you can hear Superior 4 number 2 on Super Connectivity 381 or the Devil's Reign podcast crossover part 14.
Yikes. Yikes.
It was the only Devil's Reign this week. All right.
I know.
All right. Amazing Spider-Man 89.
Yes.
Catfight, Jerry. Ooh, catfight.
Me? Wow.
All right. Again, no Ben Reilly.
The Goblin Queen. I don't know.
I mean, this time we got
Black Cat was the best thing about this book, next to the art by Mark Bagley.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm not here for the Goblin Queen. I'm over it already.
Well, I'm thinking she might be a one-hit one. Once we get past the Beyond stuff, maybe she'll be cured or whatever. But because the whole thing's over in issue 93, kids. So
yeah, and I guess like all the previous issues have had some kind of psychological element, but this one was mostly focused on action, and I'm here for that. Every now and then, you need to break it up and give us some action, and that's what this issue delivers. Mm-hmm. But yeah, light on the storytelling.
Well, again, I mean, like, maybe because we're cruising to the end, and we're finally getting Peter, back into action here. So
yeah, that anniversary's right around the corner. So
I love that Avengers movie joke. It's like Black Cat's like, "Are you ready?" He's like, "That's my secret cat. I'm never ready."
Same, buddy. Same.
Hey-oh. So yeah, I mean, they keep promising this like shocking ending in issue 93, kids. With
Goblin Queen is really Betty Brant. There, I spoiled it.
No, I think it's the Ben Reilly's shocker because yeah, the two of them are fighting on the cover.
I know.
Although
I'm trying to make that Betty Brant a thing, man.
Although after that ending, I'm like, why are they this issue? I'm like, why are they fighting?
Because they're two women, Phil. Okay, men can't help themselves.
Whoa!
I can't kid, Patrick Gleason.
I was gonna say, I've been Peter and Ben fighting. I mean, they both have that Parker DNA. Okay.
Yeah. He was a bully dweeb for a while. It's all repressed in there. I never want to have to go through Peter's head, bro. Hell.
I know.
He's got so many psychosomatic issues, it's ridiculous.
That's what killed the original Kafka.
Nice. So I can't take it. It's too much. Hell.
Hell. Okay, there's the ad with them fighting over it. I mean, have you seen this ad at the top? It says, Beyond ends with a bang, hell. The last pages of this comic won't just shock you, they'll traumatize you.
Babes, I've seen Gwen Stacy thrown off a bridge. I've seen Harry Osborn die violently on more than one occasion. I don't know. I've seen my marriage ripped away from me. I don't know.
I was gonna say I lived through one more day. Yeah, I don't know how you can traumatize me.
I lived through brand new day.
Amen, sister. Amen. I told you that killed my love of Spider-Man for many years. I'd read the issue, be like, okay, next.
So I don't know. I mean, those are some big shoes to fill, man.
I lived through the 90s, kids.
Exactly.
Traumatized me. I still don't know who Facade is. Come on.
And you never will.
No, I won't. I won't. Because thanks to Ray, I got to talk to the writer, and he's like, I don't remember.
I know.
Yes, kids. No one will ever know who Facade is.
Lost to the annals of history.
Hey, well, we're going to have to cover that story one day just so we can speculate.
You got it, buddy.
And Betty Brandt's a big part of it, so.
I know.
Betty is part of that. Oh.
It was her, Philly. It was her.
Yes, it was either her or she was behind, or she manipulated someone into being Facade.
Oh, but yeah, no. This I don't know how it's gonna end. I don't know how they're gonna shock me, but okay.
I know. Shocker. Ben's probably gonna get his own book.
Venom shows up. Hey, buddy, want to come out to the West Coast with me, man?
Okay,
me and my son.
Speaking of, Venom's off in space.
I know.
So, how are you feeling about this new Venom arc?
I don't know if this is what... I mean, I like it, but I don't know if this is what traditional Venom fans are looking for, especially people that discovered Venom through the movies. Yeah. I don't think there's a lot of synergy, but I'm okay with that because I hate the movieverse. So, it's Al, so I'm getting a lot of my body horror. And Brian Hitch is also doing the artwork, and they're a very interesting team, but I think they're still finding their footing.
I mean, it is Al. I like this story, but I don't know if I want this for like a long, stretched out arc.
I mean, unless we're going to, Symbiote Planet, I don't care. It's the only time I care when Venom goes to space.
I know. But are they like testing the waters? Because I mean, did you see that miniseries? We're doing a Venom Lethal Protector miniseries from, I guess.
Yeah, we're bringing that back. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. I think that him and Ben are definitely going to cross paths somewhere, some way, somehow. So that's my big prediction on that.
Yes, a Venom Lethal Protector miniseries written by his co-creator David Michelinie.
Oh, that's gonna be so great, though. But Meredith can suck a turd.
I know. What a fancy man. What a jerk.
Like, get out of here. And he's over here villain monologuing. I'm just like, I don't care. Punch a hole through his head, Venom. Come on.
Whoa.
Put that sentient tongue to use.
Whoa. There you go. There you go, Justin. Send me that drop.
Is that a sentient tongue? I don't know. Like, I get it. Eddie's a big dumb meathead, but God, he's been the biggest tag-along ever. Like, these last couple of issues.
That's true. And
then, that's where the comedy comes from. This is just, like, a little bleak. Which, it's Al, and I'm cool, and I knew what I was getting into. Especially with that last one he did. So, but, like, it's like, oh, just give Eddie something to do. Give him a crumb.
I mean, I know they're trying to do something different, especially after King in Black, but yeah, I mean,
you just can't top it, though. Like, I told you it's the best thing Marvel's done by a stretch in a long time for me. So.
I know, but the only thing is, it's like he's making. Is he making Eddie Brock too capable? It's like it's Eddie Brock.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I mean, unless it's just like the years of being bonded have increased his IQ or something. I don't know.
Well, I think it's King in Black. His mind is like can touch all those symbiotes now.
Yeah.
So it's like it's basically expanding his mind.
Yeah. So it's like I don't like it. I like my big dumb meathead Eddie. Hell.
So yeah, kids. I mean, if we want classic Venom back, maybe buy as much of that miniseries as you can. They see the numbers.
It's fine to experiment, but like I said, especially with the people actually like that Sony Venomverse. So and then again, Marvel's like, I don't care what Sony's doing. Let's do something different.
But it's like if that miniseries sells like 2-1 against the main series, are they just going to be like, oh man, we got to get back to classic Venom?
I think so. But I'm here for experimentation, definitely, but like just not in space. That's just not where they belong. I don't feel like there's enough drama. Like I said, Meredith is just like, bleh.
Yeah,
feels very generic for Al. Is all that I'm saying.
But I mean, I think it's always been the way, but especially these days, it's like, yeah, I mean, money talks and convinces them more than anything else.
You need the money, give me. Unless you're DC, then they just do what they want for as long as they want until every book is damn near canceled. Like, oh, we messed up.
DC's Cartman, whatever, I'll do what I want.
You will respect my authority.
No, you have to hit him in the head. They go down quicker. God, that was my favorite episode back in the day. Respect my authority. All right, Lil. Anything else?
No, I don't think so. I think next week's going to be a pretty big week, right?
Well, we're just going to do, kids, not only are you getting your fix of Man-Thing March from Marvel Team Up 122.
Oh, boy.
As long as Marvel doesn't screw us again, it'll also be another part of the Devil's Reign podcast crossover from Devil's Reign Spider-Man #1.
Yeah. At least it's not Savage Spider-Man. At least we can breathe a sigh of relief on that one.
Ben Reilly's going to punch the Rose right in the face.
Yes! Finally! Somebody's done it.
I know. You're the Kingpin's son? Ugh.
Matt's like, wait a minute. I got dibs.
So the Man-Thing issue will be Marvel Team Up 122, and then in 2 weeks, Marvel Team Up #4 from 1997. And then, again, 5 weeks this month, so Lilith gets an extra helping of Man-Thing. Peter Parker, Spider-Man 99 Annual, #1. Then nice. we round out the month with
Sausage Fest.
Yep, Spider-Man Team Up #2 featuring Ben Reilly and the Silver Surfer from the 90s.
Aw, man, that's a good one. I'm not getting up that early on a Sunday. Sorry, bud. Sorry, bud, not doing it on a Sunday.
Well, we've been scheduling. I wonder if I can say to Ray, hey, can we make it a Saturday night? Lilith might join us. I think Dave Finn might jump in again. I was like, if we do so. Oh, no, Lilith. Oh, no, I can't. I'll be like, hey, can we do Saturday night? Lilith might join. There you go.
I might. If he can't do it, I might be able to get up on a Sunday that early.
Yeah. All right. But yes. Oh, and kids, programming notes. The summer of '69.
Editor's note. Hit the button.
The summer of '69 will take place on July, not June. So to celebrate Capes and Lunatics episode 269. I don't know what you're thinking, perverts.
Across both places, so it's gonna be pretty fun.
Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics sidekicks.
Or you will have something cooked up over on the Green Lantern podcast. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, all the Green Lantern issues from 1969 will help by.
Also, Unlimited Justice. You should totally get some because I'm gonna be doing something pretty cool too. So I'm excited.
Nightwing news. Kristen has picked but I like Kristen, but like, hey, Pygmy Dick Grayson appearances from 1969. So.
If you can't trust Kristen, who can you trust?
I mean, Batman, Detective issues, Teen Titans. Oh, I mean, yeah, you got a nice little.
Well, yeah, when it comes to Batman, you have a very good, excellent long list.
For 1969, Dick was everywhere. Hail. All right, kids. So, yes, plenty of homework. So, do your reading. Send us your thoughts. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Let us know how much you're loving Man-Thing March.
Oh, boy.
See? There you go. Here's your treat.
Man-Thing March. Oh, boy.
Did
we have feedback? I heard something about feedback.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. I almost forgot. Yes, we had feedback this time from Justin. Again, thank you, Justin. Letting us down like Ray. All right. All right,
He's
kids.
old. Leave him alone.
I know. All right, kids. So, yes, you heard his voice all over this episode. Justin the Owl Osgood from Tomes of Evil, the supervillain comic book podcast. So thank you, Justin.
That's a mouthful.
Hey-oh. Here's your feedback. Thank you. And thank you for your service working with Wrestle. All right, kids. Here we go. It's a big man thing. All right, here we go.
Hello, Phil and Lilith. It's your friend Justin the Owl Osgood from the Tomes of Evil comic book villain podcast. Here to give you my thoughts about a couple of issues for Man-Thing March. And the first was Giant Size Spider-Man, number 5. This one was kind of a mixed bag for me. And I'll tell you the main reason for that is because of the art. Normally, I really like Ross Andrew, but for some reason in this issue, the art was a little off for me. And I'm not sure why that is. I think, too, his rendition of the lizard is kind of weird looking. It looks like he's almost trying to do a rendition of John Buscema's version of the lizard from several years prior. But it just, I don't know, there's something off about it for me. It looks kind of comical. There's nothing remotely menacing looking about this lizard at all. However, there is a great panel. There's a great full page picture in the beginning of chapter 2, The Lurker in the Swamp, where we see that sad sack Edmund who's about to drown himself in the swamp because he's lost everything. And then the Man-Thing is watching him from the distance. I love that whole page. That's excellent. That would make a great poster. But yeah, for the most part, I really didn't care for the art in this one. The story was good. And it was entertaining. Oh boy. It was an entertaining enough premise to have the lizard and Man-Thing show up together. And the Man-Thing looked great. I love Ross Andrews' version of Man-Thing. I wish that he had done a few more versions of Man-Thing. But yeah, I would have to give this, if I was going to give this issue a score, out of 5 giant-sized Man-Things, let's say, I would give this one 3 out of 5 giant-sized Man-Things. And the merit of the story being very good and being very entertaining, but the art just being a little bit off for me. Especially the scene where the panels rather where the lizard has the antidote splashed on him and then he's reverting back to Kurt Connors. That whole scene was way weird. So yeah, 3 out of 5 giant-sized Man-Things for giant-sized Spider-Man number 5. And then we come to the real jewel of the Man-Thing's moss-encrusted crown. And that is Marvel Team Up number 68. Claremont and Byrne. I love these are some of my, to be honest, these are some of my favorite comics of all time, period. Ooh. I love these old Marvel team-ups. These Claremont and Byrne Spider-Man Marvel team-ups are some of my favorites. And when I was a kid, actually, these were coming out in the form of reprints. Mm-hmm. And I think they were called Marvel Tales.
Yes.
And for a while, they had Peter Porker, the spectacular Spider-Ham,
Yes.
as a backup
Mm-hmm.
in those, which made them even more entertaining for me as a little kid. But I love these. I fell in love with these stories right away, and I still hold them in such high regard. I love them so much. John Byrne being my favorite artist, and Chris Claremont, of course, being one of my top 5 favorite comic writers. So yeah, I hold this issue too in really high regard. I love this one so much. And this was actually my introduction to the character Despair. I hadn't read anything of Despair before this.
Cool.
I have to comment, very early on in this issue, we see a couple of, when Peter Parker and Mary Jane are first stumble upon the Man-Thing, those rockin' bell-bottoms. Look at those things. They look like they just waltzed straight out of Studio 54 and went down and found the Man-Thing. Those bell-bottoms are out of sight, Cat. I love that. And then we have another great scene where the hippie security guard is talking with Spider-Man about the whole situation, and the slime bag who's got the Man-Thing captured waltzes in and tells the security guard to stop him, and can't do that, Mr. Jardine, sorry, I just quit. I love it. I love that whole part. It's great. Shoves his badge in his mouth. It's fantastic. Good old hippie security guards. Gotta love it.
He saw us.
It is rather convenient that they happened to be flying right over the swamp when the plane crashed and they were all jettisoned into the bayou. But we'll overlook that, as it is comics and everything.
Plot armor.
Convenient plot point.
And then we're introduced right off the bat to Despair and Dikeen,
No context.
and Jennifer Kale as well.
Well,
I love the scene with the tower where Spider-Man and Man-Thing glimpse the true tower that is lying before them. It's fantastic. It's such great artwork. And I have to comment too about the inks. Bob Wyacek is fantastic. I think I'm pronouncing his last name right. Bob Wyacek. Maybe I'm pronouncing it wrong. Sorry, Bob. But I love his inks, and I love his inks with John Byrne. I think it's such a great combination.
yeah, the
So
art was
good in
incredible
this
in
issue,
this. Yeah.
the panel where Despair grabs Spider-Man by the throat, and you see that horrible energy crackling around him, and you can tell from Chris Claremont's great description of what's going on that poor Spider-Man is really getting thrown through the meat grinder here. And poor Man-Thing, holy cow, getting engulfed in flames over and over again. Poor Man-Thing. I always feel so bad for him when I read this issue. I feel bad for the Man-Thing, really, when I read any issues. I think he's such a sad, sorry creature. But especially in this one, where he just keeps getting lit on fire over and over again. Oh, poor Man-Thing. The part that I always found a little weird in this story was Dikeen the Enchanter talking about how Despair is like his opposite number or his opposite essence or something, and I just found that to be a little strange. But I hadn't read anything else involving this character, so that probably has a lot to do with it. I always thought that Despair was a demon, and so I thought it was strange that Dikeen counted a demon as his opposite. But anyway, I'm probably looking too deeply into it. There's a great scene during the fight between Spider-Man and Despair where Spider-Man gets laid out by Despair. This blast of energy comes out. And he turns the same energy on Man-Thing and just keeps setting him on fire over and over again. But then you see Spider-Man go crazy. One of the many times that we see Spider-Man lose it. and he beats the hell out of Despair, lays him right out. I love this. I love the whole issue. It's fantastic. The artwork, the plot, everything. And this, I think, is the best rendition of Despair. I am a little biased, where, like I said, John Byrne is my favorite artist, but any other rendition of Despair that I've seen after this has always looked subpar. And I remember there was a story in the 90s in Excalibur that involved Despair. And that, I think, had to be the worst rendition of the character that I've seen. That was, if I remember right, it was particularly bad. But yeah, this issue, Marvel Team Up number 68, on a rating scale of giant-sized man-things, I would give this one 4.5 out of 5. I think it's great. It's as close to perfection as you can probably get.
We're pushing that level where we may have to call the doctor, Phil.
The two issues for Man-Thing March.
In an hour.
I hope you guys had fun reading these issues. I certainly did. It's
Oh,
been years
boy!
since I've read these. And I'm looking forward to the next Man-Thing issues. In the meantime, listen on Tomes of Evil. We've got a lot coming up in both February and March. We'll see you later.
Yeah, that Marvel Team Up had the better art. All right, Justin, you want a trippy Despair thing? It's so weird. It's great. Despair teams up with Nightmare in Incredible Hulk 360.
Oh, yeah.
Versus the Gray Hulk. I mean, yeah. Can't pick up that one. It's worth a read. But yeah, I remember those old Marvel tales. I used to read them when I first started collecting. That's how I read a lot of my old Spider. There was like a year where they were just like, okay, we're just going to reprint a bunch of Marvel team-ups where Spider-Man just teamed up with mutants. So it was just like every month it was him teaming up with a different X-Men. Like I remember a ton of Beast issues and yeah.
I literally hate when Spider-Man teams up with freaking X-Men. I don't know why. It feels like, the chocolate and the peanut butter moment. And y'all know I don't like Reese cups, so.
But a lot of them were solos. Like I said,
okay.
Beast.
Yeah, as a team, it's like, really? You can't stop Spider-Man as a team. You know the story I'm talking about.
Yeah. All right, but yes, thank you, Justin, one of our patrons. Thank you for the feedback. It's been a while since anyone sent us feedback.
Be petty like Phil.
Ew. All right, so yeah.
Or you can be salty like me. I don't care.
Ew. It's so salty.
It's so salty.
All right, so yes, thank you, Justin.
I hate it here.
Again, yeah, kids, next time send us your thoughts on Marvel Team Up 122 and Devil's Reign Spider-Man. Like I said, capesandlunatics@gmail.com or 614-382-2737, 614-38-CAPES. Again, follows Ultimate Spider-Cast and all the shows we do on social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Find links to those. The YouTube channel, go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Everything gets a video. And again, we got a lot of good interviews up there, including Peacemaker's Annie Chang. So we always keep you entertained. And of course, if you can, please.
Whether you want it or not.
Exactly. And again, if you can, subscribe to the Patreon. Again, paying for this out of our own pockets.
We don't have our own private pilot like Kurt Connors.
That's right, and we can't trick Jameson into paying for this for us. Any little contribution helps. Be like our patrons, Ray, Russell, and Justin, who you just heard. And again, $3 to $5 gets you the exclusive content, early access,
Chichester Chats,
early access to creator interviews, and yes, the Little Hellfire, the Chichester Chats, where we talk to Mr. DG Chichester every month about one of his stories.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
That's right. And, of course, Patreon exclusive superhero movie brackets. We're going to find the worst superhero movie of all time. So,
Halle Berry v. Halle Berry. Come on, baby.
I'm going to say, if you can think of a bad superhero movie, it's probably on our list, kid. So, yes, please check that out. And while you're sitting there, yes, order yourself some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. Help Lil finance that man thing. All right, so find everything all in one place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capes and lunatics. All right, Queen of the Man things. Where can people find you online?
If you guys want to hang out on the interwebs, find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire, on Instagram at Lilith Hellfire69, and of course on TikTok, making all the comments. My comment might be on your post next at Lilith Hellfire69. Put it here.
Put your comment here.
Put it here.
Right, I need man thing to drop it.
Either do the 6 or do the 12. I have a better one. Either do the 6 or do the 9.
Oh, nice.
Either do the 6 or do the 12.
Oh, that's getting replaced. Yeah.
Bigger, harder, stronger.
Bigger, harder, stronger drop.
Bigger, harder, stronger. Power of the penis. Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business. I hate it here.
That's my two favorite new drops. The Man Thing March. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
And
Somebody's muffin's getting buttered. That ain't my business. No waste of butter there.
Hey-oh. Thank you, kids. Remember, come back in 1 week for more Man Thing March.
Man Thing March? Oh, boy.
Throw that low. All right, kids. Again, next week, Marvel Team Up 122, followed by, and of course, Devil's Reign. So you're getting Man Thing and Devil's Reign.
Hello.
It'll be busy time this week. Let Marvel screw this again. But until then, swing on back.
Flip your way downtown.
Yeah. I like this puny whips of rains. Thank you.